when I access a VM, like, so we are creating a VM in Google Cloud Compute Engine, and when we access a VM, how to do that? We need to access it, right? That is conventional method only. If it is a Windows, um, you might have access to some remote machines, right? If it is a Windows, using RDP, and the port number is 3389. RDP is the protocol can be used, and if it is Linux, you can use SSH protocol, the normal method only, and the port number is 22. All right, we will create a VM right now, and then we will move on. First, we will create a Linux instance and configure a web server in it. We will host a website in it, and we will access the website from public network. This is what we are going to do now. Let's create a compute engine. Yeah, just click on Google Cloud Platform, or go there. Scroll it up a bit. Yeah. Okay, just go to project settings. You can rename your project. No, the name, project name. Save it. All right. Just go to compute engine now. You can go to the search box, or you can go to the main menu on the left side. This is only IAM admin, left side there. Yeah, that button, left side corner, that menu button is there, right? On the blue bar. Yeah, click there. Scroll it down. Compute engine VM instances. All right. So enable. You can click on enable. You know what is happening right now. There is a service account is getting created under IAM at this point of time. Compute engine default service account. And also it's enabling all the APIs required for compute engine. That's what's happening now. Only in the large services like app engine, compute engine, or Kubernetes engine, in all these cases, this will be happening. You need to enable the API. When it comes to storage, you don't have to do it. Enabling API, you don't have to do it. So directly it will open. It's enabled, and we are in the compute engine screen. You can hide the info panel. Right side top, there is a button, hide info panel. Now this is left side, you will find a lot of options. We will go through later one by one. Then create instance. First we will have a very simple machine with, let's not discuss so much. We'll create a simple machine. Create instance. All right. So first one is instance name. That's your host name of your VM instance name. You can give something like web-server. If you try with block letters, it won't accept. There are some naming conditions and all. So web server, that is fine. Web server will be fine. On the right side, you can see the total estimated cost with the default options. If you whenever you're changing the options, you can see the cost is also getting changed. Next one is label. Label we already discussed under storage. You can label something like production, development, something like that. You can do the labeling. You can add label. Maybe prod DB. You can mention prod and under value you can mention DB, DB1 or something like that, or web prod. In the value you can mention web. So it's a production web server. That's what we meant. All right, production web server. So maybe web 1, web 2, web 3, if you are dealing with many, you can label. I mean, in every organization, there will be some labeling, naming conventions also that you need to use it, like based on development, production, and based on the billing unit, multiple things will be there. You need to use the labeling accordingly, like not your whatever you think. So that's how it works in labeling. It is used for filtering and also to understand the environment, and all this purpose it will be used. Next is region. You can go with the default region. Either you can go for I recommend to go with the US Central one. Like all the older account by default it will be showing US Central one. All the new account it is showing different one. Go with Iowa, that US Central one. So now the US Central one. Machine configuration. If you scroll a bit down, scroll down. Machine configuration, there are different types of machine families, general purpose, compute optimized. Under machine family series, right? There you can see the details like N2. N2 family means in the backend, Intel Cascade and Ice Lake CPU platforms are getting used. N2D means AMD processor. T2D means all these things. Okay, this you can read yourself what exactly it is. It's not very important for us, but when you really design the environment, you need to consider all these things, like which CPU platforms will get used, and all these things you need to consider. You can go for N1 series. You can select N1. There is no reason, I'm just simply asking to select or something. Machine type is machine type. Okay, machine family, machine series, and machine type. When it comes to machine type, there are many. There are some. If you scroll it down, there are different combinations of CPU and memories are available. This area we are going to discuss in detail. So as of now, you can go with default one CPU, very small one, 3.7 GB memory, very small one. You can go for it. Yeah,
This
whatever
one.
it is. Just no, not that small. That standard under standard. The N1 standard one is there, right? That
Okay.
one, yes, default. Okay, rest details we will go later, like that compute optimized and all this part. All right. Okay, hold on. Scroll it little up. If we skipped, that is okay. We are discussing later. Just come little down. Boot disk. There is an option. Boot disk. Change it. Click on change. Boot disk. So this is the place we select our operating system. Boot disk means where you install the operating system, right? So this is the place you choose your operating system. Public images. Under public images, you can find operating system. Drop down that operating system. Yeah, you'll find a lot of OS. Scroll extreme up. Start with CentOS, and if you go to extreme down till Windows. Okay, just before Windows, whatever you're seeing is all are Linux flavors from the top, CentOS to Ubuntu. All are almost all are Linux flavors. In between, there is a Windows SQL on Windows, something like that. Apart from that, all are Linux flavors. You can see SUSE Linux or Red Hat Linux, CentOS or anything. You can go with the CentOS or Red Hat Linux. Okay, so when you're doing this lab, you can either go with CentOS or with Red Hat Linux, and also version 7. In the extreme up, you will find CentOS or Red Hat Linux also fine. And version 7, the reason is some commands I have mentioned in the lab document. Those commands works either with the CentOS or Red Hat Linux. Okay, so if you are switching the operating system, you need to search and find the commands for that. There are just two commands, so it doesn't matter. So you can search the alternate commands for such operating system. If you go with Linux, only command, couple of things will be changed. So CentOS we chose, and there are some other options. Custom image snapshot. This also we are going to discuss in detail. Boot disk type. Drop down that. So there are different types of disk backend it's available. So someone asked, right, like why this under storage, what is the cost differences coming? Just like this, different types of storage options are getting used. And when it comes to storage, there are ultimately it will be saving in disks, right? So disks itself, there are different types. SSDs are there, standard disks are there, all these things are there. So everything cost wise also it will be different. So you can go with the balance itself 20 GB. And one more point, if you choose an operating system, by default it will choose the minimum size of the disk. See, CentOS, it directly chose 20. You can increase it but can't decrease it. If you try it with the 15, it won't work. If you try 25, it will work. You can give a try. Size. Try with the 15. Okay. It won't work. You can increase it. The boot disk size, you can increase it. 25, right? Right. So this you can do it. Okay, always you can increase as per your standard. So just select anything is fine. Like size is fine, and then select. Click on select. All right. If you scroll down, okay, allow default access and firewall allow HTTP traffic. You can just simply click on allow HTTP traffic. And there are many other options also. There is a button, right? Network disk security management. There are plenty of other options. If you click on that next button, networking disk security, yeah, there you will find a lot of other options. We are skipping this as of now. We are going to discuss later in detail. You can create it now. You can click on create. You can just count on it, maximum some 20 to 30 seconds only it will create you. It will take time to create a VM. If you consider the VMware or any other traditional technologies to create an operating system, if you ever install an operating system in laptop or something, how much time it takes? Some 45 minutes, 1 hour, right? Here it's a matter of seconds. Now you can hide that related actions at all, building all this. There is a button. Okay, so cool. We created a VM called web server, and there are two IP addresses got created: internal IP and external IP. Okay, this area also we are going to discuss under networking. So I'm not getting into the details; it will be confusing for you. Now we can directly log into your VM. There is a button called SSH connect. You can simply click on SSH. SSH is a general protocol to connect any Linux or Linux machines. Any flavor, doesn't matter, Linux or Windows. I mean, not Windows. Any like which CentOS, or you can simply click. One new window will be opened. If you're only sharing browser, then you need to share one separately. Is it opened for you? Yeah, right. That's right. So it's opened. It's a new window in browser window itself. It is opened. This is how it looks like. On the right side top, there is a settings button. You can drop down that. Go to font or text size. Go to text size. Make it large. Okay. Or medium also will be fine. Text size medium. All right. This is the web server you have created, and you're able to log in also. You're able to log in the operating system. Like ls space hyphen l. Okay. You can simply run this command ls space hyphen l. Yeah. So nothing is there. df space hyphen h. df space hyphen h. Yeah. This is the file system structure. This is something like we open my computer in Windows. You can see from bottom, third one, 20 GB. You can see the disk size from bottom. You can highlight that 20 GB. You can just highlight that area, 20 gbc. This is the disk size we selected, right? That's also visible. So let's do the activity. You can run this command, sudo yum install sudo yum install httpd-y. This is the command. We are going to install Apache in it. HTTPD is the package. Apache, it's a web hosting platform, right? A web server where you can host your web server. So either you can type or copy and control V. Copy the command and control V. You can do any of this. Or you can type sudo yum install httpd-y. All right, what are we installing is Apache, and we need to convert this. See, if you simply create a Linux machine, it's nothing, right? You need to host an application there. That's why we are creating. So if you for to create any application, it depends on your convenience. Anything you can create it. We are creating a web server. We are hosting a small text website in it. All right, we install the Apache. So next, what you can do is there is another command to start the service. All right, it started. Um, if you want to check whether it started or not, you can press up arrow. Press up arrow, and instead of start, same command, instead of start, you can try status. Status space HTTPD. All right, it is running. Service is running. Now you can go back to your previous screen, the GCP console. All right. Now you can simply click on external IP. There is an external IP, right? Start with 104. Yes. You just simply click on top of the IP. It will open in a new tab. It's not visible to us. Yeah. So here it's showing testing 123. This page is test to proper installation of Apache server. So this is the default of web page. Okay, default website page. It is a website technically. It's CentOS default page. So let's have some customization. So this is the default page of CentOS. Let's have some customization in it. We will create our own page. So run this command. Just copy this command and run it in the console. So what this doing is it is going to var www.html index.html file. That's the Apache configuration file, default configuration file. It is adding some text content, and the text is hello, welcome to GCP. That is the custom text. We are adding some text in it. Okay, you can copy the command and paste it here. Enter. All right, now you can restart the service. Okay, go to the same command. If you press up arrow, the previous commands will be visible. Again, one more time. Yeah, instead of start, you can use restart. You can use arrow key, like without removing HTTPD, you can use arrow key to move or navigate. So HTTPD won't get removed. Enter. So it's successful. Now you can refresh the page. All of you can you can switch to Akhila. You can switch to your web page and you can refresh it.
Yeah, sure.
That one not for that one. VM instances tab. Now there is a 10.128 IP, right? Internal IP. Using internal IP, you can use some putty or some other normal tool to access it. That's the right way of accessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now we are not doing the right way because connecting from SSH, there are external IPs involved. Okay, no, not for using that IP only. Actually, we are when you connect using SSH, that's how we are accessing. That's not the right way because since it's training and we don't have an internal network, we are going with the this way, like external IPv. All right, you can go to the screen, the next web page screen. So this screen is because of the last command. We just updated index.html, and we are able to access the website. Others also, if you refresh it, you will be seeing this page, web page. And you can try from anywhere, from your mobile or anywhere. If you type this IP, it's totally public website. This page will be accessible. If you are good with web page or whatever web development, you can have your own page also. If you edit this text, only text based page will come. Like if you want to add more, you're free to do it. Or instead of web, you can host anything. Like if you are comfortable with any other software or anything else, you can do it. Instead of website, you can install database in it. Anything you can do it.